quite frequently.
2 green.
Andy Thompson currently holding 2 shots. Jamie Chesney just finishing short again. He'll be disappointed with that delivery. Chance for Andy to draw another in close. Yeah, better bowl there. Jamie will come and have a look at this. Might be worth arriving, but he doesn't want to drop a count, and there's a chance possibly that the centre green bowl might remove Andy Thompson, his own close bowl.
Timeout.
Last bowl of
Jamie
Andy
has 4
Thompson
timeouts
sort
remaining.
of blocking that area for him.
2
Not
green.
really got a draw on. Yeah, playing a timer. Very close to the jack. Oh, great result that time. Flick the jack out. Still lots of room there for Andy Thompson.
Two red.
Yeah, we have got the Facebook stream on in front of us now. If you have any questions, well, we're on World Bowls Tour streaming. We'll try and get questions answered for you. We're on every morning this week for the first set of the game, and then we hand over to BBC commentary.
One shot, Andy Thompson.
Set score 1-3 after 3 ends.
Of course, now we have this streaming facility at World Bowls Tour. You can follow every bowl sent on either YouTube or on Facebook Live. Just got a difference in commentary for you. I join you for our streaming service from here, and then we pick up the BBC commentary when they go live.
Jack length 28 metres.
It's down a very good line here, Andy Thompson. Of course, internationally, in the senior side, Jamie did play for a couple of years as Andy Thompson's number 3. And they will have played frequently in nationals and international events, so they'll know each other's game inside out. Close here from Andy, just settling in nicely now. Andy won the World Championships for the last time back in 2012. He's been a world champion 3 times, but he won the Scottish International Open back in 2007, which interestingly enough was the first year that Jamie Chesney got onto the ranking list. At that point in time,
One green.
Jamie Chesney was ranked 27 in the world.
The gap on Jamie's bowl is 5 inches.
10 years on, and he's in the top 8.
5 inches, the gap.
Urging it on, looks close. Touch on that jack is the perfect bowl for Andy Thompson.
Favourite's only one, Jamie.
It might just be the one, but it's a better one because he's managed to tuck it behind his other bowls. Jamie changing to the forehand, doesn't like this. Body language says he's too quick. That does give danger for Andy Thompson. Andy's really got to try and cover these 3 red bowls of Jamie Chesney's. Not easy. Played that into the perfect position. Doesn't give Jamie a lot of chance of trailing that jack. Just now has to just play over the draw, trying to flick the jack out to the right hand side of your screen. But Andy Thompson couldn't have put that in a better place.
One
Somebody's
shot,
just
Andy
mentioned
Thompson.
on Facebook, I think it's worth mentioning that Andy Thompson puts an awful lot into the game of bowls. He's the senior team captain for England, but he's also now the under-25s juniors manager. Great to see experience like Andy helping the junior sides. He also does a lot of coaching.
Jack length 25 metres.
Won everything in the game has Andy, but still got the fire and passion to win events. Still wants to be in those top ranking events. Viewers watching today. We've got players watching in Sydney and Turkey, and we had someone on earlier today from Mexico. Thank you all very much for joining us. We do appreciate your company. Don't forget, as I mentioned before, if you actually like the Facebook page, if you click the like button, you'll get notified of all our World Bowls Tour streaming events coming up.
One green.
We've even got Texas, USA on. But it's a bit warmer out in Texas than it is at Perth. A bit rainy this morning, a bit dull, a bit chilly. Jamie going for this in a good area. Flick on the jack, changes the head.
One red.
All sorts of shout outs coming in. We've got Malaysia on now. I hope my producer's listing all this down for the CEO, knowing where everybody's watching. Wow, we've got Alaska. It might be a little bit colder in Alaska than it is in Perth. Well, Jamie, it's down a very good line here. Little touch on the jack to stay with it.
Two red.
It's great to see all these people tuning in from all over the world. Thank you so much for your company.
Yeah, favour green. Green.
Jamie's playing a timer to try and take the Andy Thompson bowl out. Very close. Got it perfect. Might have stayed in for two.
3 shots, Jamie Chesney.
3, actually. The back bowl counted as well. Very good shot there from Jamie Chesney. Ties the scores up.
4-4 after 5 ends.
For all, we played the best of 9 ends here, 2 sets of 9 ends, and if it's 1 set all, it goes into a 3-end tie-break. We've had a number of tie-breaks over the last few days. We've had 3 seeds bite the dust. The world number 7, Stuart Anderson. The world number 15
Track length 24
and 16, Jonathan Ross and Jason Greenslade. A number of people asking about tickets. You're more than welcome to come down. If you contact the Dewars Centre here in Perth, they'll let you know the availability. Also, if you go onto the worldbowlstour.tv website, there is a link on there to purchase tickets. I do know towards the back end of the week we are fully sold out, but it's always good to come down and watch live and in person. So yeah, give us a call. Come on down.
2.5 feet.
Been chatting to a few of the members of the audience this morning who've been watching us on the streaming and decided to come in to experience a day here. Really getting down to the business end of the set now. I'm just holding off there, Andy. Might sit down for shot, yeah.
One red.
Well, Andy needs to try and just adjust on his last delivery. Certainly watching this, it looks down a good line. Needs to start finishing for him. Finish all the way back in for shot.
One green.
Well, in the area. How's your luck, Jamie? The famous holes for bowls. Gives Andy a chance of drawing another shot in here, which he'll want to do at this stage. He's put this down a very good line again. He's kept his same weight, he's urging it on. Familiar Andy Thompson pose to urge a bowl on.
One shot, Andy Thompson.
Just didn't make the trip, but Andy Thompson takes the lead after 6 ends.
Set score 4-5 after 6 ends.
I've got a picture in the background there of the trophy that somebody will pick up this Saturday.
Track length 25 metres.
There you go, fantastic trophy there. Co-op Funeralcare, great sponsors of bowls in general, sport from grassroots up to these main TV events. This of course is one of their flagship events. Seventh end of a 9-end set we always consider to be a crucial end, and I think in this game in particular that's how it's turning out.
Last bowl, 2 each gap.
Don't know whether this is quite making the trip, Andy. As soon as the bowl starts to have the bias effect, which is where the bowl curls, it does start to slow up drastically. And that's something, again, if you could make your way down to the Jewers Centre and pick up a ticket, that's something you do see from the stands, the way that the bowls finish very quickly. Now Jamie's just played a good bowl there, but it does open up the shot now to Andy down the backhand. Slip inside his own, he can afford to reach down this backhand. It's to move now in the area. 1-2. Oh, he's been unlucky there. Didn't just get the second bowl solid. Few people listening in. Good to have your company, Marion from Wales. I hope you're a bit warmer down in Wales probably than here. Marion won the World Mixed Pairs a couple of years back, playing with Robert Paxton. Now Andy's in a bit of bother here. 3 down. With 1 delivery left to come. Oh, he's down a very good height. He's urging it on again though, which always makes me think he's short. Can this make the trip? Needs to bend now. In the area. Great bowl from Andy Thompson.
1 grid.
Well, Jamie won't be short at this. He'll play down the forehand, try and slice the bowl of Andy Thompson's away. In the area. God, it'll be a bit apologetic about that because that was a bit fortune off the short Thompson bowl, but got the result he wanted. There you go, Ant. Just apologising to Andy there.
3 shots, Jamie Chesney.
Green bowl, short bowl, and then gets target bowl.
Set score 7-5 of the 7 ends.
Well, really, it's been 2 ends of counts of 3 that's kept Jamie Chesney in this first set, which he now leads by 2 shots with 2 ends to go.
Track length 27 metres.
Just a little bit of a disturbance in the crowd there for Jamie. Does right, puts his bowl down, starts again. Of course, we've got people coming into the arena now. So Jamie did quite right to just step back, select another bowl, start again. Not often something disturbs Jamie Chesney. And there you go. Perfect opening bowl by Jamie. Both of these players used to playing under the TV cameras, but BBC cameras have just come into the arena and just caused a little bit of a disturbance. Jamie down a good track again. Andy Thompson really needs to score at this end. Now all on your pace, Andy. Going to be good enough for second.
1 red.
Well, Andy just needs to put a little pound of weight in, really. He's going to have a look. Yeah, I think Andy will be having a look at this. He's looking at the different angles. There is the shot down there,
Timeout called.
which gives him the chance of trying to just flick the jack out to this sort of area.
Andy has 4 timeouts remaining.
But he's had a look at it. Confident player, Andy, but he won't want to leave it till his last bowl to change things here. Going a lot more weight. Going way under, Andy. See the BBC cameras there in the picture, folks. You can tell that it's getting to the time where they're going to take over from us. Don't forget, you'll still get it all on the YouTube World Bowls Tour streaming as well as the Facebook streaming. Now, Andy Thompson, left yourself in a little bit of trouble. Got to bring all that experience into play now. Just looking for just over the draw. just overplayed it.
One shot, Jamie Chesney.
Oh, with regards to ends, both players have won 4
Set score
ends, but
8-5,
Jamie's
8-10.
picked up 2 threes, which has been the big difference in the score line for this game.
Track length
Last end of the
28.5
first
metres.
set here. Well, Andy needs to score 3 shots at this end to tie this set up. Chesney's on a very good line here, all about his weight. Great ball there. It makes that harder for Andy
One
Thompson to score the 3 he needs. It's been a good game of bowls so far, so Andy will know he's always got the second set to come back in. We play 2 sets of 9 ends. If it could be 1 set all, it'll go to a tie break. That's a short, bad bowl really from Andy when he needs to score a 3. But we don't play any bad bowls up here. It's just so hard work when you're out there on the rink itself. Not easy. And Jamie's here again. This is looking all the more likely that it's going to be Jamie Chesney that takes the
2 red.
first set. Andy got to change something with this bowl. Under the line, can he get a bit of luck? No, 1 bowl off the back of the rink. Makes Andy's life virtually impossible now. Not really sure what sort of miracle Andy can turn up with this last bowl. He's got to make that short bowl count as well. He'll probably play a bit of weight down the backhand, hope to make contact with his own bowl that's there in the centre of your screen. Might take Jamie's 2 bowls away and stop. Can't really see that there's any other shot
Timeout.
on. Called a timeout.
Andy has 3 timeouts remaining.
I think that's all Andy's really got on. The biggest problem he's got is any movement on the jacks not going to be in his favour. Big ask this, to try and be holding 3 shots after this bowl's been delivered. He's still thinking about it. Got to be confident once you stand on that mat as to what shot you're going to play. Here we go. Can he score a 3 at this to tie this first set? Played it off the forehand. Oh, gave it a buzz. Well, that means Jamie Chesney takes the first
1 shot, Andy Thompson.
set.
First set, Jamie Chesney.
So I'd now like to thank you for your company this morning, and I'll hand over to BBC commentary. Join us again tomorrow.
Track length 28 metres.
Well, Jimmy Chesney delighted to win the first set, 8 shots to 6. A little bit of an element of fortune in that set. In the 7th end, he fluked 3 shots against Andy Thompson and carried that into the last end. So Andy would be slightly disappointed he didn't manage to pick something up from his first set exploits, but he'll put the head down in the second, I've no doubt about that. It's been a good game, good quality bowls.
1 green. One green.
The advantage of the set system is that you can lose the first one. It really doesn't matter by what score. You still win the second and go into the tie-break level. Close for the second. It's a good shoulder for Jimmy just to rest that ball, and his last one just sitting on the wing. Alan Thornhill, the markers already had a good look. Oh, it struggled to get back. That's something that's been a feature of the event so far, that forehand just struggling to get back even with very good weight. And both these players use a strong bias ball.
Back 2. Tighten the front one.
Big chance for this one. Just needs to run the distance. Oh, unlucky. That was the red ball. He just needed to beat that one. Only a few inches short, but it's 1 at the moment with a close measure for number 2.
Don't need that one. I'll leave that bowl there.
A little bit of work to be done between the marker and the umpire.
1. Conceded.
Umpire Dan Blewett.
1 green and a measure.
While I measure the other red ball if necessary, it's the front red one they're really interested in. And I've checked that, and I will check the other one. Looks like 2 to green.
2 shots, Andy Thompson.
So, good start for Andy Thompson.
Jack length 26 metres.
Your bowl, just under 3 feet. Yeah.
Andy Thompson's delivery has always been the same. Still able to get the back right over. Doesn't use the left hand on his knee for balance, never has. It's unusual from that point of view, most players do. It's been very successful for him. It's a correction from Jimmy Chesney. Very fast player, doesn't waste any time at all.
1 round. Your bowl is 6 inches short of Jack high.
Jimmy Chesney, the shot clock doesn't even get a chance to start with him. Looks like he's on the green ball. Needs to dive really quickly. Oh, the edge. Now that was a help. Clean road, he would have drawn the shot. It's just brought him in a little bit a different angle. Side of the jack. If he'd have missed the ball clean, he would have come in behind it. Still managed to get the single, but good ball. Close, Andy. Very close. All in connections. Oh, he's made it. Ball didn't drop back. That's a really good effort, that.
1 green.
Beautiful weight. Difficult shot. Used his own. Number 1. And he's in a good position here. The jack, if it moves, it'll go to green.
Timeout called.
Jimmy's still there in the
Jamie has
backhand
3
form
timeouts
if he wants to play it. Rest the jack or the green ball out. No reason why he can't play that. Now, can he get down to the green ball of the jack? Wow, very good indeed. Doesn't matter if it goes on the respot, although it looks in the confines. off the rink. It's definitely one red.
Two shots, Jamie Chesney.
Well, decided very quickly. Umpire's probably very happy about that. That would have been a long rope to get out for that one, but
Set scored 2-2 after 2 ends.
2 to Jamie. Good conversion shots. Both players that end. He's taking his time over this. He's obviously not sure what length to play.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
Well, I was checking the shot clock on Jimmy Chesney there. 1 second. Quick player. And the end result's pretty good as well.
Jamie's last bowl, 14 inches short of Jack high. 14. One red.
Good second. Jimmy not change anything, just try and rest his own shot ball, drop it in. Open up the opportunity to give himself a bit more room to score second. He's looking on the wide side. Well, to play that with 4 feet, he must have been thinking I'll go deep instead, because there's no way he would be that far away from the jack. So he's obviously thinking Andy will attack this. Certainly looks like a forehand shot for Andy Thompson.
Timeout called. Andy has 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, the way it looks for Andy, there's no reason why he shouldn't play this on the forehand. He's got the angle to come off with the red ball if he's a little bit on the wide side, but any extension through on the jack would be good to there. In the backhand, the red ball still going onto the jack and still coming to the back red one. So forehand's the choice, really. In the area, bit wide, get an edge. Oh, he didn't get the edge. I don't believe that. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, how on earth did he miss that? The edge would have stunned all the weight out of it. He'd have trickled onto the jack and made 3. Well, Andy, hard to believe you were so close and didn't get something out of it. Well, that's an interesting ball from Jimmy Chesney. He's more or less saying to Andy, look, if you go again and take your own ball out, it's going to be very costly. You'll lose 3. There's only 1 against at the moment. And he could do that with the front edge of the red ball. So he has to be thinking about maybe slightly different weight. Just try and overdraw it this time. If he's on the backhand, he'll be trying to come off his own ball. Again, it's just a slight overdraw. Just needs to hurry. Not there.
1 shot, Jamie Chesney.
Well, I can't blame him. He was slightly worried about taking his own closest ball out, so
Set score 3-2 after 3 ends.
sometimes you just have to be careful.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Many ways this is a good time to play second round match. You've got clear half hour before on the rink, plenty of time to get your arm into it. And of course you get the opportunity to take the day off as well before the quarterfinals.
One green.
Made a heck of an effort to get back at the end. Big dip.
One red.
Chance with this, Andy. Clean jack would be good. Oh, he's unlucky. Just the edge, and
One red.
mumbled to himself that he's not just getting the rub of the green, as we say in the game. Well, Andy might think about this in the backhand. He's trotting down fairly quickly to the mat. So down in the backhand, wing the ball off clean. Fortunate thing is, if he does get the front of the ball, can't see him getting the shot. Yep, he's going for it. Just looking for the thin edge. Bit on the wide side, but no damage done. Just the one.
One shot, Jamie Chesney.
Set score 4-2 after 4 ends. Jack length 26.5 metres.
Jimmy Chesney won the International Open at Newton Hall earlier this year. His last season effectively in terms of the indoor game back in March.
Gap is 4 inches.
And he played very well. But, he's been an up-and-coming player, up into the top 8 now, whereas Andy Thompson, well, he's ever-present. He's been around for so long now, Andy. Now ranked at number 10, but a very dangerous opponent.
Your bowl, 18 inches. 18 inches.
Well, 18 inches through the first one, but it's so easy to overcorrect, drop too much away, and that's not going to help. Once again, Jimmy Chesney, as soon as the ball stops, he's on the mat and away. No, this is handy. This is a very handy ball. Yeah. Look good all the way.
3 red.
Back position and a third shot. Andy might be tempted to run these now. Yeah, going for them. He's at the spinny. Oh, he's once again bang on target, but didn't get the best result because one of the reds stayed in. Just held up.
2 red.
And that red ball stayed in the head to score double. After the drive, he's going to have to draw with the last one. I would expect Jimmy to get close with this.
Three red.
Well, as expected, on his favoured backhand. His own ball's in the front, but it's certainly not in the way. The portable rink, you just can't afford to get into the ball a little bit, because if you do, it just struggles to get back. No, has he made it? Needs to drop. Well, that's a help. Looks like second shot.
One shot, Jamie Chesney.
Yep. Good ball, Andy. The ball did struggle to get back if that hand.
Set score 5-2 after 5 ends.
Your weight has to be so good to get back to centre rink. But another single. Jimmy Chesney had a very easy first round match. Daniel Lunham from Israel, and didn't get into the stride until the second set, which isn't unusual. Doesn't get the chance to play indoor bowls, of course, and coming over from Israel, 14-0 the first set, and second set 10-5, bit more competitive. is finding the balls, isn't he? A lot of good balls down in this forehand, and once again, Andy being forced to reach this. Controlled weight. Not happy, he must be outside the line. Yep, don't get back there. And Jimmy's really saying to Andy to, I'm going to set up the targets, but the more that he has to play those weight shots, the more his drawing weight will suffer.
Three red.
Well, he's committed now, so he's going again. Over to the forehand, needs to hold. Well, again, you know, he wasn't far off target, but he managed to take one out, but it's actually narrowed the head even more. You know, on another day, I would have spun off onto the jack. It would have moved to 3 or 4 feet, but it's pretty horrible the way it's sitting at the moment. Jamie will certainly go deep, I'm sure of that. Unless he thinks it's so hard a shot that Andy's going to miss. But at 5-2, I'd be very happy to leave that. Yeah, just going for the back ball. Scoring another shot though. So that's an interesting situation for Andy Thompson if he's committed to this again, and if he goes and misses, he loses a 3, and even if he hits it, there's no guarantee of getting the shot. Well, played it on the backhand, so if he was going wide, he would take one away, but...
2 shots, Jamie Chesney.
It's a long run now for Jamie Chesney of shots. 2, 3 singles, and now another double.
Set score 7-2 after 6 ends.
And this match is sliding away from Andy Thompson.
Jack length 26.5 metres. Both players know each other very well, of course, from the England international team.
One green. Short ball. Gap is 8 inches.
It's an interesting contrast though, Andy Thompson, ever present for the last, well, more than 30 years. And Jamie Chesney, international level. Just in the last few years, so it's in many ways both current, but the future of England international bowls lies in the hands of players like Jamie Chesney. And the legend is Andy Thompson. Now Andy,
One green.
really need to score another shot here. Get a double, there's still an outside chance of winning the set. He has to be careful here. He doesn't want the jack, or he'll give it away. Oh, he has. Yeah. Well, that in many ways just sums up Andy Thompson's match, really, from about the 7th end of the first set. He knew he had to arrive at the jack. We had to give it a chance for a double, but you know, it's bad enough to miss the shot, but to give it away is very frustrating. And he hasn't made it any easier to,
Jamie has 2
to
timeouts
score
remaining.
multiples either. Well, the problem for Andy Thompson is what on earth is he going to do to get the shot? But if he can get a thin edge on the jack, there's a chance, but he has to play into it on the backhand. What he'd really like to do is get the jack over on the respot position, but it has to go over to this one. That's where the trouble is.
1 timeout remaining.
And that's not really easy the way it's sitting. Of course, the back bowl, which is, well, the key bowl in many ways, is this one. Because if the jack goes back, that's the one that's going to score. Well, that's what he's going for, trying to get the edge of the jack. Oh well, that's he's come out of it with maybe 1 shot off target. Fortunate result, but he knows himself. It's not really enough.
Andy Thompson.
Plant was always on, but it was the jack he was going for.
Set score 7-3 after 7 ends.
I had to go there because I thought the jack had a roll and stuff through in the corner.
So the two guys were just talking about it, you know, and Jimmy just saying, well, the jack really needed to go the other side, and absolutely right. Problem for Andy is he needs a 2 and a 3, or one way or another, to conjure up 5 shots in the last 2 ends.
Jack length 26 metres.
Jamie Chesney always very nonchalant on the rink, but he's fiercely competitive. Don't let that almost an offhand attitude to the game when he's playing it, but he's very, very serious and very ambitious. He really wanted to become a World Bowls Tour winner of events, and he managed to do that for the International Open. He said to me he just didn't want to be in the top 16, and he wanted to make his mark.
Yeah, fellow.
Yeah, and the ball just dropped there. That's why Andy stopped.
Sorry?
Right on the top.
What?
Is the ball right on top of the jar?
Oh no, gap of 2 inches, sorry.
Breakdown in communication there. Andy may have lived in London since the early 80s, but he's still got that St Andrews accent. Just a little touch on the ball will be enough to move it out. Well, that's helped. It's brought it out to 3 or 4 inches. Gives him a chance. Problem is, when you're looking for counts, he can't really afford to hit it hard. He has to keep his own balls in play.
It's now a 4-inch gap.
Andy trying to remove the red ball through the gap, trying to get a chance to develop a 2 or 3 shots for himself. And if he loses this ball, it's not going to help. Nope, still there at the bottom of the rink. Oh, that's a brilliant ball on the match line.
2 red.
Jimmy Chesney was really sound. If you do push the ball onto the jack, I've got the last delivery and I can recover easily enough. And now he's left Andy with a very difficult shot. Wait in the backhand, ball on the ball, and hope that he gets the right connection. Well, if he's trying to draw this in the forehand, goodness me, that's really difficult. Yeah, tough one, didn't fancy that much.
2 shots, second set of the match to Jamie Chesney.
But all credit to Jimmy Chesney, played very well in the second set. Andy Thompson just fell away a little bit, but 9 shots to 3 for the Englishman, and he moves through to the quarterfinals.